It's one of these things where I'm like, you're helping out landowners. If you get in with hunters and farmers who want the hogs off their land, and I could take that and make hams and breakfast sausage and then start giving that to friends. Oh man, every synapse in my brain, I was so excited to have that phone call with you because I
Yeah,
realized it tied in all these things that I was interested in that haven't had any real expression because I live in an apartment in Austin.
right. Yeah. Well, and yet, I don't know, it sounds like you hadn't been here all that long either to kind of get assimilated to it.
10, 12 years.
Yeah, I assure you, there's a ton of hogs down there. If you go up to see Jeremy, holler at me. I'll go up there with you or something, help you get something cut up for yourself.
I
Glad to
can't
have you.
even I can't even imagine the conversations between the three of us. I'm like a
Yeah,
sponge.
yeah, yeah. I think he's a lot of fun to hunt with up there. I've never been up there, but he's one of the top that I would recommend for anybody anywhere to go hunt with. So he's a good guy, So I'm always open to questions from people if I can help them in any way. They want to try to learn about it. I'm always open to that. I'll try to tell them what I've learned and what I know, and maybe one day they'll be doing better than I am at it, and they'll be willing to return the favor.
Yeah, one of
So
the things with Steve Ranella, he's come up several times, and I realized
mhm,
just how deeply he's influenced me. His sense of stewardship over the land, knowing the species and its life cycle and all these things, all of those pieces combined with the gustatory delight of sharing a meal with his friends, there was a deep sense of camaraderie. And then I thought about the fact that, I learned how to garden organically through the internet just by reading forums and, doing research online, watching YouTube videos. And then I look at it and I look at the culture of hunters and how it's passed on in families from father to son, and the sort of kinsman, the kinship of these people going out and engaging in this certain lifestyle in the woods hunting animals is something that I'm very drawn to. I feel like there's not as much of that in the industry that I'm in specifically. So having guy time, you know, hunting hogs, doing things like that seemed like a good, I think the reason I'm drawn to it is it seems like a balance to what I've been doing in my business, which is very heavy tech computer oriented. I get up, run around, hunt with some friends, have a beer, get up early, have some coffee, and go at it again in a very different way than I do when I'm seeing clients or teaching classes online.
that's another thing. I don't think any of us touched on too much is the experience of hunting at night is, I was instantly hooked when I started. It's like, wow, it's so neat to see the woods at night. You can actually see, seeing around. It's been a long time ago now, probably over 15 years, and I, but I never have lost that, just that awe of being able to look around and see everything at night. I think every person I ever take out their first time out there, they're just blown away with what you can see and what's going on out there. And it is definitely one of those things that's kind of, do before you die deal. Get out there and try it. It's an animal that we need less of. So it's not like you're, you know, taking something, that doesn't need to be here because these are invasive and they need to be gone, at
When
least to some level.
when you're out hunting hogs, let's say at night, are there certain laws or rules? In other words, you can't take deer at night. That's not legal, is that?
No, no.
Okay. And then are there other species you can hunt at night like that, other than hogs?
Well, yeah, and predators. I mean, you got coyotes, fox. What else am I forgetting right now? Bobcats. If you ever saw a mountain lion, not very many. A lot of claims to mountain lions, but not many shot. So predators like that you can shoot. And you see a lot of them. I mean, you see quite a few coyotes, lesser on the bobcats, but There's a lot of kind.
Since white-tailed deer are so commonly hunted in Texas, I'm assuming they're two of the most frequently hunted game species, white-tailed deer and boar or wild hog. How does deer meat hold up compared to the wild hog?
Well, personally, for me, I mean, the hog is way better. I'm fine with venison. I have some. I cook it, but the hog is so versatile, and it just, I don't know, it cooks better. The flavor's better. I have a lot of friends that say they prefer the hog meat over venison any day.
Interesting.
Then there's some people are going to argue it. I mean, it's just like anything else. Some people like this, some people like that, and